Lawyer by day, murderer by night? Did Daredevil brutally kill a low-life thug in broad daylight? We open up Daredevil number 1 by Chip Zdarsky. Matt enters a bar looking for a place to rest while recklessly mixing pain meds and alcohol. Matt asks to sit next to the prettiest woman in the bar and begins his typical lonely man flirt routine. After a few exchanges, she notices he's taking some pills and asks if he minds sharing some. Matt, being the law-defending man he is, informs the woman that sharing pills is in fact illegal, as he invites her back to his place. Flashback to Jack Murdock dragging his son into church for confession after Matt gets caught breaking and entering a bully's home for conning his friend out of some baseball cards. Child Matt scoffs that there wasn't any breaking, just entering. The priest reminds Matt that just because he gave justice doesn't mean he can break the law, and tells Matt that maybe the worst crime he committed was getting caught. A man brutally beaten enters the back of an ambulance while two cops chit-chat. Well, he heard him, and apparently that's enough for him to say it was Daredevil.
Well, that's that. Let's wrap it up. Back to the station.
What?
Look, my advice, pretend you didn't hear that. Mayor Fisk is gung-ho on catching these heroes, and I'm here to tell you, you won't. Nobody catches these guys. You just live with it.
Did you call for backup? No, I swear. He must be on patrol. We're introduced to Cole North, an old school cop from Chicago recently transferred into the NYPD. Who did this to you? The beaten man. Name's only one name. Daredevil. Cole reminds the officers that he'll have to file an official report that Detective Taylor coerced Officer Deacon into hiding the perp's identity. I don't know who the hell you are, but this is my crime scene, and Cole North, cutting him off, reminds Detective Taylor of his accomplishments and his 18-year tenure in the NYPD. Just about nothing. Detective Taylor, furious that the new guy thinks he can speak to him that way, threatens to knock Cole clean on his ass. Cole calmly asks if dispatch has any available ambulances. They might just be needed. This is not something we turn away from. There is no justice, no law. A man was beaten to what end? Did this hero picture him turning his life around because a man in a devil costume beat him up? No, the man who did this, the devil of Hell's Kitchen, Daredevil, did this for one reason. Because he needed to. Because he liked it. Flashback to Matt as a child, still recovering from the accident that blinded him, but also enhanced his other senses. The same priest as before asked Matt if he was there for confession. Matt angrily explains that because he's blinded, because he's disabled, because he can't do anything anymore, he can no longer sin. So what would be the point of a confession? The priest informs him that he can sin, and his sin is that he blames God. Present time, Matt's wandering his apartment using his radar sense, lamenting that the radar sense used to be freeing, but somehow it now feels like a prison. He needs to scratch that itch, to put back on the Daredevil cowl. Without it, he's nothing more than a caged animal. He can't take it anymore. Daredevil puts on the cowl and leaps into the city whether he is ready for it or not. I'm not hiding. I want people to catch a glimpse of the devil. 4 people have spotted me tonight from the streets, from their windows. Eventually word will spread, and when someone at work looks at their cash box, they'll think of the devil and they will think twice. One problem. Matt is sloppy. The combination of drugs, alcohol, and refusing to recover has left Matt in a weakened state. Not quite ready to be on the streets patrolling just yet, but he can't stop himself. Hell's Kitchen has noticed his disappearance. Crime rates are rising. They need the fear of the devil in them. Daredevil slips and misses a jump just barely. He's far from his peak. He hears a robbery 3 blocks away. In his absence, these criminals have lost their fear of the devil. 2 men robbing a liquor store. Daredevil busts in. He grins as he hears their heartbeat jump up in fear. Boom! Gunshot goes off. 3rd perp. Daredevil begins fighting the men. He's slipping. He hasn't fought in over a week. He's getting careless. He's too arrogant for his current state. A perp gets a hit in. He punches Daredevil straight in the jaw. The gun goes off again, causing a small fire in the liquor store. One of the criminals smashes a glass bottle over Daredevil's head. The three men begin jumping Daredevil, stomping and kicking him. The fire begins to spread. Daredevil quickly jumps up and knocks the three men out as the NYPD pulls in, aiming their guns at Daredevil. The liquor store explodes. Daredevil, using the explosion as a distraction, gets away. Unbelievable. I fought Hulk, Ultron, armies of ninjas, and yet my obituary almost read killed by 3 robbers. I thought I was. I've got to get better. The injuries, the years. How much longer can I do this alive? We flash back to Matt's first night as Daredevil. He visits his childhood priest for confession, confessing his sins of great violence. The priest is shocked to hear what Matt is confessing. Didn't Jesus drive out the money changers with a whip? Isn't violence sometimes justified? Can I not act as the hands of God? The mind controls the hands, son. Is it truly God controlling yours? Matt's quiet. He ignores the question. Men who succumb to violence, no matter the justification, can grow to crave it. The priest warns Matt of the addiction to violence, warns him of how it will destroy him inside and out. When he exits the confession booth, Matt is already gone, leaving behind his black mask, so that the priest has just an idea of what Matt is going to become. In the present, Mayor Fisk is listening to the news while reviewing tomorrow's schedule with his right-hand man and best friend, James Wesley. Detective Cole North begins reviewing the crime scene Daredevil left behind after the liquor store robbery. Fisk turns up the volume on the news as it says, surrounding building surveillance cameras capture 3 robbers in an altercation with Daredevil. Police are asking anyone with information on his whereabouts to inform the authorities. 2 of the unidentified robbers have been released from the hospital and are in police custody. The third man, Leo Carrero, has died from reported head trauma. Wilson Fisk grins. He could never have guessed this is how he would get rid of the Daredevil. Matt, exhausted from the fight, lies in his bed, dead asleep while the world turns on him. Is this how the Daredevil ends?